Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a quick check-in. I'm Yvonne Fisher, instructor for Math 92 Online Mathematical Reasoning. We are in week 1, so you should be going through your modules. And I see that most of you are doing that. If you are having trouble with access or anything else, just send me an email and I can help you out. My email's right here, yfish@spscc.edu. So your home page is now changed to what you see here. So I'm going to put it in student view just so we all match up. And if you still need to access the old one, you can do that here. You can just open in a new tab and read all the information if you haven't gotten started yet. There's also a welcome video that I'll leave up there for now. The weekly course outline is what this is modeled after. One thing I want to point out is Canvas has your due dates in it. It's best to go into modules and not work off this to-do list. You can just kind of tick those off. I don't really use them. I have a million things on there. But sometimes that isn't an accurate representation, this to-do list. But your scope and sequence for the course you'll see here. You'll see some live links for things that I have edited already, and but I still have to make a few more tweaks before I open everything else up. And you do want to work in sequence in this course, and quizzes and tests aren't always going to be open until but maybe a couple of days before they're due. But you can let me know if you're traveling or something comes up. You can adjust to take things earlier. So you'll want to check in modules. So I'm going to right click on modules here. If you ever get lost on anything, just click there, or you can click the title of the course. So here is the getting started sequence, or module to work in sequence, and most of you have done really well with that. So anything, when you're done with it, close it up. Course information and materials are here, like the textbook and things like that. My contact info if you ever need that. And now you should be into module 1. And we're just doing some basics. It's just give you a kind of a light first week, just to make sure you have all these other things to get sorted out. So if you do want to work ahead, I'll have the next week posted early, probably by tomorrow. And just want to go through what this is. This is kind of introductory work or pre-work. And these videos are different than the lecture videos that you'll see, courtesy of my colleague Julia Trude. She's doing the ones where you do need to take notes and do the participation problems. These ones are, let's open it up quick for you, publisher videos. They go along with the curriculum. You can get back into them if you need to. You might not need to watch all of these, especially if this is review for you, but just you might want to go through it in like 1.5 speed or something like that. And then there's a question here to answer and submit. You can also message me with a specific question. It helps if you attach some work that you've tried so far, or write me a little note. You can use this. There is an equation editor, maybe a little harder to use, but most of this you can probably just type straight in and I'll get the gist. And that opens in a new window. So once you submit, just so you know, you can actually, I'll just put anything here. If you submit and you get it wrong, you can try again and again. You can get a similar problem. Okay, so I'm going to go out of this. I'm going to say I'm done. You can go back in. Even after the due date, you just might have to use, you would have to use a late pass if you haven't used one already. This is on integers. So again, another video, and I encourage you to take notes, but you're not going to be submitting the notes for those videos. This is what you're going to submit. So this one is Module 1, participation. And so you have a whole packet here. Just preview the packet. And the examples will be done in the video, and just write it down. And there are things that she'll say, the little tips and stuff like that. So it is good to watch the videos, even if you knew how to do it or whatever. But we don't want to use a calculator on this first part either. Just pay attention to that. You can check with one, but I want to make sure you can just do these shorter computations by hand. And then there's some practice problems for you to just do on your own. And then another set of examples that go with the other video. And then we'll close that up. So I wrote some things here. So you're going to take, here's the videos. You watch, take notes, do the practice, watch, take notes, do the practice. Check your answers against the practice. Here's a list. So these are just the answers, not the solutions. Those will come later. Once you submit, you can request those from me. Or you can just wait and they will be revealed. Let's go back. They'll be revealed to you after the 3-day grace period is up for the late work. So you're going to scan and submit. Here's some tips here on how to submit. So in order to get the assignment to work, you just go start assignment and then choose a file and submit that. Okay. I want to go out of this now. I haven't actually submitted. You would, but you can go in and out of that. I want to show you here where the packet solutions would appear when they're ready. Okay, but again, you can ask for them sooner. You can just do that in the comments of your gradebook. Like you can go in here after you submit your work, you think, oh, I really want those solutions or something. You can go into the written assignment number 1. Okay, and so I can find that easy. I'm just going to choose to arrange my gradebook by module. You can arrange it however works for you, but I know this matches my module, so it's easier for me to find things. And then here's the participation. I can access my gradebook for that. I can read comments from my instructor, but I can also add a comment. And you could say something like, this would be after you submitted your work, so kind of ignore this. Your work would be submitted. You'd submit the assignment if you hadn't already. All right, I'll just go ahead and I'll put those in there. You could write a comment here too as you're submitting, but if you didn't do it then, I just wanted to show you how you could. But you can just do it here as you're submitting. You can just say, could I please have the solutions? And then so it makes you do a file there, but with the other way, you don't need to have a file. So like if you don't want to submit something, like say you weren't submitting and you had a question about it and you wanted to contact me through there, you could do it this way. You could say, I need help, something like that. And I'll get that sent to me in email, and you wouldn't have had to submit anything. So those are a couple of different options. And then to get back to where we were at, go to modules, and then see those are those emails coming in. And you're going to then get back on track here, do your online homework. There's 2 parts for this one. And since my colleague Julia did the lecture videos, you can actually, I have plenty of time to make videos for you for the questions. So if there's something you don't know how to do, you can ask me a question. There's a lot of videos already included in here, but if there's something more specific, you want a written solution, you don't know where you went wrong, again, attach a file. That's really helpful. Do some workout, or be the more specific you are, and then look for me to reply to you. You've got to check that. So you got to go to your message list. It won't get emailed to you. It gets emailed directly to me, from you to me, but I don't think you can have your settings do that for you. So keep that in mind, that you want to be checking. So if you contact me through the My Open Math, I am going to contact you back through that. If you contact me through the comments of your gradebook, I'm going to reply back through that. If you email me, I'll reply back through the email. If you message in Canvas inbox, I'll message that way. So you can just move on. And here's written assignment number 1. So this is work where you won't have any answers to check against. It's kind of like a quiz. I just don't call it a quiz, but written assignment instead of saying like a paper quiz. You may have had that before. So it's just some things to work on, and you can, it's not timed. You have the 3-day late grace. Do your best. Here's a rubric. So it's based on effort and steps written and notation, but also accuracy, where the participation is more just effort and trying, and you're mostly correct. You've attempted. There's a rubric for that too. So for this one, if you only put answers, you would only get 10 points out of 50. So keep that in mind too. You have to have these other pieces to get full points. And then you're going to have a quiz, and it's an electronic quiz. It's timed 40 minutes. I know previously in one of the things it said 30-minute quizzes, but they'll range from 30 to 60 minutes. This one is only 5 questions, but they're kind of longer, so I wanted to give you enough time. And then you have a 10-minute buffer. Make sure you finish well before midnight, or start well before midnight, so you get your full time, because it will reset at midnight. Even if, like, say you started it at 11:45 in the middle of the night, your time is going to stop at that midnight. You won't get the full 40 minutes allotted. And with the 40 minutes, then you get 10 minutes buffer to turn stuff in. So at that time, you look over your work and submit anything. Make sure you write everything down, read all these instructions, and you're going to submit that in Canvas. So you're going to submit it right in here. It's just pretty loose as long as you've done it and you've tried. If there's no work to be shown, write that. But most of the problems for quizzes will have something, unless they're multiple choice, or once in a while it's just so quick you look at it and there's just one step and you're just writing that down in the answer box. But a lot of times there's at least a couple of steps. So that is it for now, and then I will get the next module going on for you. So if you want to work a little bit ahead, and then again, contact me with any questions at all. And if you want videos, or maybe you prefer written solutions, but remember to keep checking on your email, because sometimes, like, if you email me in a day and I reply right back to you, then sometimes people, but I have a follow-up question, you won't get that. And you know, if you don't check it and you just check it the next day, it kind of gets delayed, all that process. So kind of be on top of that, checking, going into the My Open Math and looking there and looking in the message area. Okay, so have a great day.